Hi, this is my fourth recording already. Today I'm going to be doing a review of not just one album, but multiple albums, and not just on multiple people, but one person. But before we get into that, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and all that other bullshit. You guys know the deal. It's all about a dollar bill and all that shit. Let's just get it cracking with. Today I'm going to be doing a review on a very talented R&B rapper. He dabbles in a little bit of both. but Some of you already know him as Devvon Terrell or Devvon Terrell. Devvon Terrell? I'm going to assume it's Devvon Terrell. And some of you already know this, but this dude has featured with a lot of people like Futuristic and Tech Nine, like mostly with those two from what I remember. Now, I'm going to be reviewing his albums and my personal thoughts on them, on what's the best and what's not. But know that I'm not going to be reviewing them song by song like I normally do. I'm just going to review them based on memory and review them as just albums as a whole. Fuck, I'm fucking tired today. Starting off with his 2015 10-song album, Weird Sexy Cool. Now, I remember when I first heard of this dude, he popped up on a feature with Tech Nine, and I think it was Jaron Benton, maybe. I can't remember. But from what I remember, I do remember really digging this album, and a lot of the songs, like, I'm pretty sure I even liked about like at least 6 or 7 of them, maybe 7. I remember that the album was really dope. So I'm gonna give this album a fair 4.5. Now with another 2015 album, this one I really thought was really fucking dope because it featured Futuristic, and the album was called Coast to Coast. I remember a buddy of mine telling me about this album, and it introduced me to who Futuristic was. When I heard it, I thought, oh my goodness, this shit was fucking sick. Especially the first song. Like, that shit really sealed me in, subbed me in. So, for that album, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. Alright, so we are now at 2016 with the Renaissance. Now, last time I checked, I wasn't really digging it. I do remember giving my thoughts on social media, and despite the fact that it's only 9 songs in, I kind of give this album like maybe a 3.5. At best, because I've only liked about 4 songs out of 9 of them. So, Renaissance, not all that. 2017, Weird Nights. Love the cover. I really thought that it had a very nice Starry Night look. And I also do remember that this album was really sick. I really enjoyed a lot of the songs in it, all 13 of them. And there was probably 11 that I thought were best. So, Weird Nights, it was good. I digged it. As for 2018, Weird Nights, The Intermission, it was, again, kind of another flop for me. Not a complete flop like Renaissance, but Intermissions, it was decent. I liked it. And for 8 songs, I liked about 6 of them. Raw Sound Volume 1. Now, I remember hearing this album when I first moved to El Paso. I was really digging some of the new sounds and the new album and a lot of other albums that a lot of people were doing. Everyone was dropping really dope shit. So 2019, this was probably the best album that I've heard in a while. So, the Raw Sound Volume 1, it was sick. Alright, so on this next album, I really want to point out how much I was really digging this 2020 album, Volume 2, Deja Vu. This one was like right after, um, I can't even remember what album came out the same year. It was probably another Tech Nine album or something. And I remember noticing on Twitter how a bunch of songs for this album were dropping, and I was really excited to really check it out. Especially like, I believe I even had a Ninja Sex Party album like marked on that same exact year, and probably a month, maybe the same month as this album. So for this Devvon Terrell album, for 14 songs, I remember liking all 14 of them. I really thought that this album was a complete 5 out of 5. For Boys Don't Cry, I would say the same thing. 13 songs, it was completely fire. I was really digging this shit. I was really digging a lot of the personal stories that he was putting in this album. So this one, I would say, is another 5 out of 5. Alright, now another thing I want to point out are some of the singles and the features that he released on this album. So it's like, I just want to point out that I'm not just going to be reviewing and rating all his albums, but I'm going to be reviewing and rating the one songs that he even featured on, including the week 1, 2, and 3. The week 1, 2, 3, and 4 singles that he was dropping. Like, I remember even watching the videos and thinking that they were really, like, interesting to watch. I remember digging the Raw Sound Volume 1 Side B and the Say Their Name singles. I thought that the Say Their Name was very, very important and very serious to be heard, and I was really moved by the fact that he even recorded this for the most important social cause that happened. I thought The Living Weirdo was a pretty decent album. I would give that one maybe a 3, 3.5. I was digging the Can We Talk single, the 2 a.m., and the song that he did with AG. I thought that those songs were really dope. The FMX, the YouTube Cypher, the talk featuring Tech Nine, I thought that one was really sick. Legends that he also did for the Cloak and Dagger series, I thought that was really dope that he even showed up on that TV show. The Rise on Futuristics single or album, I thought that was dope. Chase, Know My Name, I thought that one is absolutely the best song on that album. And finally, the song they did with High Res, I'm Up. Now, before we end this video, I just want to point out that Devvon Terrell is a one-of-a-kind artist, and I really got a lot of love for the dude. I talk to him here and there on Twitter and think that he is actually a really cool guy. So whenever you guys get the chance, check out Devvon Terrell on YouTube and Twitter, and check out his music. This guy, he's a one-of-a-kind artist. Other than that, Devvon, if you're watching this, I'm doing this out of love as a fan, as a listener. And for the rest of you guys, I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.